Okay, what is up all you beautiful people, and welcome back to the Mosh Mob channel. I just want to take a moment really quick to thank all of my new subscribers and let them get to know a little bit about me. But if you don't want to listen to that, just skip ahead to this part of the video and we'll get on to what you came for. So if this is your first time on my channel or you just randomly clicked on this video, I'm going to assume you're into drones. But that's only a small part of what we do here on this channel. We're really into RC cars. I make music and we create music videos, and I do a lot of adventures around Las Vegas. My name is Mosh and it is great to meet you. My main goal here on this YouTube platform is to actually do my best to change the world in any way that I possibly can. Whether that's going out and feeding the homeless, or helping around the community, donating my time to charities, or even just hanging out with my friends and consoling them in their time of need. That is my goal here on this earth, and that's what this YouTube channel is all about. So again, it's great to meet you. I appreciate you sticking around and watch this video. Maybe you'll learn something, maybe you'll be entertained, and it's a good time all around. So I appreciate you guys. Now let's get right into the video. Okay, so over the past 2 years, I've become quite the drone enthusiast. I've bought about 6 or 7 drones myself, and 3 of those drones are Holy Stone drones because I truly believe in that company. I believe they're a growing company. I believe they're doing a lot of good work. They have a lot of good stuff in their drones, and I can't wait to see what they become in the future. But I figured I would bring out 2 of my main Holy Stone drones today. One is the Holy Stone HS720e, and the other one is the HS440. This is obviously way smaller than this one is, and this one has a lot more features to it than this one is. So we're gonna open up both these cases. I'll show you each of these individually. We'll get them up for a test flight, and I'll tell you guys what I really enjoy about both of them, because I've had the HS720e a lot longer than the 440. The 440 is a lot more basic than the 720e, but they both are really good for their price range. So if you're looking into either of these two, if you're kind of debating in your mind whether you want to get the HS720e or the HS440, I'm going to show you why you should and shouldn't get either of these. Tell by the cases that they're 2 totally different specimens. So we're going to go ahead and get into the 720e first. I'll pop that open. Here it is, guys. Super awesome little guy. I've had it for a while. Actually, I've crashed this drone and I had to repair 2 of the wings. So it's withstood quite a bit of like hardcore drone activity. Never had to replace the blades on them. I've only ever had to replace 2 of the arms because I crashed it because it malfunctioned, and I'll explain that a lot later. As you can see here, the remote control is pretty dope. It's really fat, like definitely bulky and nice, and you could drop it just like I did right there, obviously just on some grass, but it's really nice. It's got 2 antennas right here, and then a slide up thing that connects your phone. I'm gonna pull this out real quick. Now, this is the only feature that I don't like about this controller, is the pull out thing for the phone. I think it should just be a flip up thing if they could figure out a way to do that. But I don't like the way the phone connects in here, how you gotta pull this thing down. It slips out and stuff. It's not very sturdy. But that's the only thing I can say negative about this whole thing. It did only come with 1 battery, but the batteries are really cheap. I actually did buy a second one, but it became bloated. And if you know anything about the batteries, if the batteries bloat, they're bad. So I didn't throw it in the garbage, but I saved it so that I can get rid of them properly and recycle them properly, because I don't really know how you get rid of batteries. But as you can see, I got a bag full of AA's because that's what the controller requires. So this is what this one looks like, fully expanded. I pulled the wings out, so it looks really cool. I'm gonna go ahead and install the battery in a second, but first we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the HS440. This one is actually the way smaller version of the HS720. That's what I'm comparing it to. Fully expanded, they look identical. Look, even down to the stripes in the very front arms and stuff. They look exactly alike, but this one comes with its own controller. It's got a nice controller, and this one actually has a flip-up phone holder, which I love. I think that's super sturdy. It pulls up like this, and it's super nice. I like this controller, even though it feels a lot cheaper. I wish they put this on there somehow, but there's a screen on the front of the HS720 controller, so I don't know how they would go about doing that. But this one, the HS440, came with 2 batteries, and I think that is super awesome. You get 20 minutes of flight time for each of them, so that's about 40 minutes. You can expect about 36 minutes in total, which is awesome because this is more of a toy. It's more of a get up, fly it around for a little bit, have fun with it, and then put it away for a little bit. This one you can actually use for cinematic footage and using for like outdoor activities like riding your bike, riding your skateboard, climbing, hiking, all this really cool stuff. This one will hold up. I'm going to explain to you other differences between these two that are pretty apparent to somebody like me because of the price range. This is only about $80 with the discount code, and this is what, like upwards of $400, something like that. So they obviously both have different features, and the 720 has way better features. HS720e actually gyro calibrates, so you got to set it all up. It takes a longer time to set this drone up than it does this. You can pretty much just throw this up in the air and fly it. This one you actually got to gyro calibrate so that it stays sturdy in the air and connects to the satellites. So now that I gave a quick explanation, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to connect the HS440, the smaller one, and get it up in the air and show you some of the footage from that connected to my phone app. Then we'll get the HS720e in the air and I'll show you how to connect it, get it up in the air, and the footage from that. So let's get into that. Thank you for sticking around. Again, I appreciate every single one of you guys who is coming to the page and watching my channels. I really love doing this and I want to make this my life. So it means the world to me that you guys are watching and giving me watch time and views and all that cool stuff. All that stuff that YouTube requires for you to be a big YouTuber. I appreciate you guys sticking with me, subscribing, liking, commenting. I've gotten so many awesome comments over the past couple days and I've been working hard to keep up with them. So keep doing it. I really appreciate talking to you guys and I'll always message back. I appreciate you guys. So if you ever need anything, if you ever have any questions about drones or RC cars or past videos of mine, feel free to message me and I'll make sure to get back to you guys. With this HS40, you got to slip in the battery and there's a certain way to do it. You just go ahead and slip it in the backside and you should hear a click. The button on the backside should go up. It shouldn't be down at all. You shouldn't see any in between, nothing like that. The battery is secure when it is secure and there is no other way of securing it. Now the controller is really dope. It's really easy to understand. There's a power button, there's two joysticks, there's a picture and a camera button, there is a orbit me mode and a quick turn mode. We're gonna go ahead and get it connected to the app and I'll show you more of that. Okay, the first thing you want to do is turn this drone on. You hold it down for about 3 seconds, it comes on. And then you want to turn on the controller. You do the same thing for that. You'll hear a beep, 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 all that stuff. And then you go over to your phone and you hit the airplane mode. Make sure your phone is set on airplane mode. And then go over to the app, which is the Holy Stone FPV app with the blue icon, the blue Holy Stone icon. I'll put that up on the screen so you guys can check it out. As soon as the app opens, you'll be prompted to enter the device. And as you can see right here, I'm not sure how good you'll be able to see it. I'm going to try to be in the shadow, but there is what my camera from the drone sees, the HS440. Now I'm going to go ahead and connect that to the controller right here. Bada bing, bada boom. Look how nice. It pops in just like that. Now, the first thing you got to do, if I remember, is to go up and down. Oh yeah, okay, so that calibrates the HS440. Now the next thing you want to do is both of the joysticks down to the right. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. And then the next step is just go, both of these joysticks go down towards you. And there we go, we started up the drone itself. Now I'm gonna start recording. I'm gonna hit the camera so you guys can see it take off. So there it is, there's the drone itself, right? Bring it back over here. It is a really nice little drone. Nice, quick little nimble drone. This thing does have a lot of really cool features, like it can spin fast, which is the top right button on the controller. You just hit it one time, it'll spin really fast, just like that. Bada bing, bada boom. And then to stop it from going so fast, you just push forward or hit the button again, just one time. Now to get it to orbit, you long press it and it'll go into some kind of orbit mode type deal. And to stop it from doing that, you either press forward again or long press the button again. It also has camera mode on it and video mode, obviously. You could also tilt the camera up and down. Like I said, it's kind of jumping around because it's more of a toy to me. It don't have that gyro calibration. So it's all flight by itself. It's literally, you gotta take control of it and keep it up and good and stuff. The other modes, you could also set it to low and high drone speed, are this switch right below the power button on the controller. To the left, it's low, and to the right, it's high. I've been had it on high. Now it's on low, so we get more stability, I guess. Let's try to fly it over. Okay, so that was really a lot of fun. Hopefully you enjoyed the footage from that, and if you're into that, that's exactly what the footage from the HS440 will look like. Hopefully you enjoyed that little clip. Now we're gonna go ahead and get the HS720 in the air. I'm gonna show you how to set it up because it's a bit more advanced than that. That only took 2 buttons basically. This one takes a bit more. You gotta connect to the satellites. So let me show you that. Okay, so with this one, you wanna go ahead and install the battery the same way. There is a certain way to do it. It clicks in, and it'll snap in, and there's no in between. It's definitely going to be in there. You'll know if it's in there. Now the first thing you want to do is press the on button. It'll make a really cool noise. When you do that, okay, so now that you have the drone on, you press this top button and it made that noise. You want to come over here to the controller and flip this switch right here, and that'll turn it on. You got to make sure that you have enough drone battery and you got enough controller battery. It has a screen right here, so you'll be able to see all this stuff. You'll be able to see GPS 13, mode 2, how high it is and how far it's gone, and all that cool stuff on the controller. There is a return to home button, there's automatic takeoff, lock button, and if you want to know more, you can go check out my other Holy Stone videos and find out more about this drone. It's a lot more detailed, and I'll go into a lot more detail into it with this controller and the drone, but we're going to go ahead and get this up in the air. So for this drone, you want to go into the black 4K Holy Stone Ophelia Go app. It has a black icon, it says 4K in the middle of it, and it says Ophelia Go underneath it. That's the app you want to go into. Again, make sure your phone is on airplane mode. Now I'm going to go ahead and go into it and enter device. So I'm going to go ahead and start recording on the drone, and we're going to take off with it, and everything you see from this point forward is from the drone. And auto takeoff. Now you see how it just stays sturdy just like that? Let me pick up the camera a bit. See how the drone is just staying sturdy just like that? That is pretty awesome. Okay, my favorite part about this drone is how it stays steady and you get some really amazing shots with it. As long as you don't do nothing crazy with it, it's got a whole range of capabilities. It could go just do some amazing stuff, and I've gotten some amazing shots with it. Just so amazing. It can go really high, really fast. It's only in mode 1 right now. Just so you get some of the surrounding. I'm gonna go ahead and get off this camera. Okay, so that there was the HS720e, and I highly recommend this drone. I really love it. I've had it for almost a year and a half now, and I've got so much good footage with it. It's totally worth the buy. If you're gonna purchase one like this, Holy Stone HS720e is the way to go. But if you're looking for just a toy to play with that gets decent footage that you get up and running almost immediately, the HS440 is amazing as well, because it is basically the counterpart to this one. It just doesn't have the amazing features that the HS720e does, but that's what it's meant for. I'm not knocking it. I just would prefer something that has steadiness to it so I can get up really high and go really far. This one I don't believe has a distance or range as this one. This one can go like 4,000 feet up, and that way is really crazy. So if you're looking into Holy Stone as a company and you're looking under a $500 price range, I highly recommend the HS720e or the HS440. I will continue to work with Holy Stone because they're a great company with great customer service, and I recommend anything from them. So make sure to go check them out. They're a great company and totally worth looking up. I really can't wait to see what the company comes out with next, to see the next drones, what the next generation of Holy Stone drones looks like. Compared to my other drones, my DJI and my smaller drones, the DJI FPV is really cool, and it allows me to see first-person view through my goggles, so that's in a realm of its own. My little FPV drones that I haven't figured out how to work yet, but I do own them, so I'll be playing with those at some point this year, trying to figure that out. Hopefully collaborating with some other people who also do FPV drone racing. I'd really like to get more into it and be able to become one day a professional, be able to call myself a professional drone pilot. So for now, again, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for sitting through this whole thing. If you did, thank you for enjoying the footage, subscribing, liking, keep doing it. Make sure you go ahead and check out my Merry Christmas giveaway video in order for your chance to win one of these Holy Stone HS440s. I've gotten a really good response for that video. A lot of comments are coming in through that video, and I appreciate you guys commenting and continuing to come and watch my videos. So much love until next time, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.